this point, again, like you 13, 14, in our area, it's a little different than other areas as far as the next step. It's not really necessarily like as important as the college choice process, but in the city specifically, not more so in the county where I'm from, but in the city, it's like you got to make a decision, especially if you have a good AAU summer or you have a good rec summer in general. Yeah. You got to choose between public and private.
Yeah.
Now, was Catholic school, private school in your thoughts at all, or was you just kind of more so on a one-track mind of
going to? You said was what?
So was Catholic school or private school in your mind at all going to that in that time, or was you just
going to high school?
Yeah, going into high school.
No, it really was just like my father was putting something together for me to go to Lake.
Okay,
that's how I was supposed to go to Lake, and then you know, he just like I said, he was, you know, living his life the way he was living his life or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't really work out, so it was just like where I was living at my zone school Parkway, I went to Parkway, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, now I got like friends. I got friends there, so it was just like I wanted to go there anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like after a while, but I mean, because I didn't really understand it, I felt like...
That's what I was going to ask you.
Like, it's like, all right, so as I got older, I started to notice like, okay, the county and the city, like the respect is totally different.
Yeah.
But you know, like, I'm looking at it like, well, I'm from the city, so like, and I play in the city in the summertime, so ain't nobody really gonna look at me like that. They gonna be like, oh yeah, he really can go, you know what I'm saying? But come to find out, that shit still didn't matter. Like, nah, nigga, you better get down here and do this down here. We ain't trying to hear none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, like 12, 13 years old, about to go to high school, I ain't, you know, I don't know that yet.
Right. Okay. I mean, that's why I asked, because some kids do.
And then I mean, no, it wasn't like it wasn't no recruiting for me. It wasn't no recruiting or nothing like that. It was just like, that's where you going. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, but you know what though? I started to notice it like 10th, 11th grade. So that's why every time we got a chance, I actually have like a crazy like average versus like city schools, like in high school. Like I think I averaged like 29, but that's like a lot for like high school back then. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But
32 minutes.
Every time I played city school, I always went bonkers because it was just like, this is my championship for me because, you know what I mean?
No, again, me being from Anne Arundel County, I totally get it, because you going to a school in Baltimore County is even subjective to being like kind of dismissed by the city. And then by the Catholic League.
But you see how it is now? Yeah. Now it's totally different.
Now it's totally different.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It'd be like, oh, he averaging 30. There ain't nobody saying, oh, it's in the city, because now people think the city league is trash.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I think the Catholic League is probably the best league competition-wise. Well, it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, it used to be times where the city league was really that. And then, you know, like the shit changed. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's a lot of shit that I feel like the youth now have like more of an advantage than we had, you know what I mean? But they taking advantage of it, so, you know what I mean? But, you know, a lot of shit we ain't have. Like, we ain't had no YouTube, we ain't had no motherfucking highlight tape.
Something as simple as Huddle. That Huddle program that they got that makes highlight tapes for them after every game. Just think about if y'all had that back then.
All we had, high school, we had that shit that came on Saturday mornings. I forgot. It was like the show that came on Saturday mornings.
Oh, that was like, damn, that's a minute ago,
and it's
too.
like,
that was even before digital sports.
Yeah, way before that.
Way before that.
You ain't, and the only thing they really going to show was Melvin Scott and them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't, now they'll show your name, but as far as like a clip, they showing Melvin and them. Like, they ain't showing, they ain't not showing no motherfucking Parkville.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they might be like, Charlie Hosley, 19 points. I seen my name on there about 5, 6 times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I started playing teams and they started like boxing wanted me. So, like, it was getting around. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers knew what was up, but it was like, you know what I mean? All right. We ain't about to jump out the window with this, like, because you cooking, but you cooking out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that shit
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm just glad I fought through it and, you know, did what I did to get it to where it is now. So.
Yeah, for sure. So, not to skip through it too fast, how did you adjust to getting to high school? Like, what kind of student were you? How did you adjust to the high school basketball spectrum? And just your overall experience as a freshman going to Parkville, because I know you said you had friends there already. You're kind of accustomed to that and all of that.
So the basketball part, I mean, I always been like a good student. You know what I'm saying? So the basketball part was easy transition because, like I said, I had friends. So it's like all of us are on the team. So it's kind of like just like us playing PAL lead or like me playing BNBL or something like that. Because like even when I moved out there, I played on Hillendale PAL.
Okay.
And that was like, it was like all of us. So it was just like, it was like, you know, it was regular. Like we basically was like the whole team, like all our friends.
And this is a JV team coming in? Okay.
Gotcha. So it was just like, you know, even the varsity was like the
same kind of
the varsity team was the the older kids that played in the PAL.
Yeah.
We had like the young boys PAL,
Right.
and the oldest, and we go on a trip.
Got you.
We'd go like out Woodlawn, and we might play. We'd play the JV PAL, where they played the varsity PAL. So it was still all of us. You get what I'm saying? So it was the same thing. So the basketball part was easy. You know what I mean? It was just you know what I mean? I started like we used to get into like a whole lot of fights though. Like we all
as a team or against other teams?
No. I mean like school. Like,
in school.
My
Okay.
friends, like you know what I mean? Like we used to always get in fights or like parties around the neighborhood. Like we used to always get in fights and shit like that. So it was that was like an adjustment, like learning like to like chill out. I ain't learned that till I got grown. You know what I mean? But
so you was a hothead running around in high school then?
I mean, we used to always get in fights, man. We used to always get in fights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I mean? Like I was so glad it was a little different then. You know what I mean? Because now, you know what I mean?
They was actually scrapping back then.
Yeah, and like now shit have been a little.
It ain't no scrapping
you know
now. Yeah, I get it.
But but I mean, as far as like academic wise, it was no problem. Like I, you know what I mean? I always been like a pretty smart student. You know what I mean? So and I always had like other hobbies. You know, like you know what I mean? That's when I started rapping.
Yeah. And
then I started like, even with the old school camera, and you take the little tape out, put it inside of a little tape that goes inside the VCR. And like when I like edit it, and I can like I learned how to edit like back then on that.
Damn.
And I used to like make little movies and shit like for us, you know what I mean, like little shit like that. So, you know what I mean, all that type of shit that I was into, you know what I mean, like it's just, kept me busy, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And then of course, the aspect of you like chasing girls now, you know what I mean, because you're in high school. But yeah, I mean, high school was fun though, man. High school was fun, but it wasn't. The basketball adjustment wasn't really hard because I was just surrounded like by a lot of friends. You know what I mean? So that helped me. And and they all my friends were like like Booby, Lou, Cools, Rodney, all of them at least like a year or two older than me. You know what I'm saying? So I was always the youngest. I was like the baby out of the clique. You know what I'm saying? Like me and like Dre, we were like the baby out of the clique to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then you got like, Boo Boo and them was like my little brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because they like 2 years younger than me, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like all of them, they was like my big brothers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like every time, like, they all had jobs. I ain't had no job yet, so every time we go somewhere, they got to pay for me, shit like that, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So,
Okay. So 9th grade, so it seems
James
like...
James Gunner, I forgot, because I know they going to be like, nigga, you ain't... The whole crew boys, there's a lot of them. Sometimes I might forget a name.
No, you're right. So in the season, like from the season perspective, do you remember your first big challenge, like when you first started, like in your first JV year?
Yeah, every time you played Milford or Randallstown.
Milford or Randallstown, that was your rivals.
Yeah, that's the only team I never beat.
Oh,
I never beat them my whole high school career. They always,
Milford and Randallstown.
Yeah, they always was good.
Okay,
they always was good. Like it's a couple teams. Like one year we lost to Towson. They ran the boxing one on me. Like and then we lost, but we beat Towson plenty of times.
Okay,
we beat Delaney a few times. We lost to Delaney. We beat Dundalk a few times. We lost to Dundalk. Only team we played multiple times that we never beat was Milford and Randallstown. We played them twice, all 4 years.
Yeah,
played both of them twice, and we always lost.
Damn. So that's kind
of
lost
by like 12 one year, my senior year to Randallstown.
Was that like close? That was the closest?
Yeah, hell yeah. We used to get.
Oh, they was waxing like that. Oh.
Yeah, I mean you gotta think. You know what I mean? Like like Levi and them. They was battling with Douglas. Like you know what I mean? Championship. So like we couldn't fuck with them. They used to kill us. But 12th grade year, like I really got off. Like I really got off on Levi and them. I couldn't check Levi. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't check me either. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but like it was. But they was too tough. They was all they 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", and Al tallest motherfucker was like 6'3", and wasn't even really a basketball nigga. He just was on the team because he was 6'3" and he was cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like my homeboy Dre, like I just mentioned Dre. Well, I'm 5'11", 6 feet. Dre 6 feet 6'1". He was out center.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I know how that go.
Yeah, so you know how that shit go back then,
especially in high school. County basketball,
you know what I mean? Like so that shit was, you know what I mean? It was nothing we could do, but. You know what I mean? We had heart though. We wasn't like scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like
y'all wrecking every day. I got some heart.
And then I had, and then I don't know if y'all know Kenny Perry. Kenny Perry.
I heard the name. I don't know him personally.
Kenny Perry was on my team. Like he was in the 10th or 11th. He was on when I was in the 12th grade.
Okay.
And he was like second leading scorer. He was getting buckets. You know what I mean? So we was neck and neck with him like first half, maybe 3 quarters, and then they probably went up by 20, and then we like cut it to like 13, 12, something like that. Yeah, but.
Okay.
That was always like the motivation. It was just like, you know what I mean? We know, are we in practice all week? We know Thursday night we got Randallstown coming in. So let's get ready. We're going to get these niggas this time. And then we end up losing about 20. So.
So, kind of revert back to the same line of questioning from before, from middle school. When you look around in the landscape, even as a 9th grader or 10th grader, before you kind of step into 11th grade, when your focus and your mindset kind of changed. Mm-hmm. When you're in 9th and 10th grade, are you looking around and seeing any other players like, damn, this nigga he's like on another level? Like, did you notice that? Any players at that point, or like who were some of the top players in 9th and 10th grade before you kind of switched and came into your own?
Jack
McClinton.
Jack.
Okay.
He was
at Calvert Hall.
Jack Draper.
Okay.
Todd Galloway. You know what I mean? It's one person. I'm gonna say him last though, because I'm gonna really explain this. Todd Galloway, Melvin Scott. They older than me, but I'm saying like at my age, that's what I like. Melvin Scott and all of them. And then even like in the county, Levi. Mm-hmm. I cannot remember this nigga name that played for Milton. I don't know if it was Keith Lyles or it was something. I don't know if it was whatever the fuck. He was averaging like 30 though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
From Milford?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever that was, they'll know who I'm talking about. I just can't remember his name, but he was averaging like 30. He had like braids and shit.
Okay.
And to be like honestly, this is before I knew Justin. Justin and Jerron, they was at Prairie Hall. They was in buckets. They had this one dude at Prairie Hall. What the fuck was his name? He used to always start doing stupid shit like stealing credit cards, stealing cars and shit like that. I forgot his name. I think was his name Jason. I think his name might have been Jason. He was nice as shit, but like he just fucked his whole basketball career up just doing stupid, like doing hot shit. You know how you like little kid, but like a county kid doing stupid shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like just little dumb shit, stealing, whatever. But like Justin probably could tell you. I forgot his name. And then last but not least, though, like this is my favorite player of all time in Baltimore, Mo Hatton. Like Mo was just Dame and Jennifer too.
Dame.
You know what I'm saying? They was on the same team.
Oh, yeah,
but like Mo was really fucking shit up. Something crazy.
Talk about that for a minute.
Yeah. That's when I started like saying that's what I wanted to be like. I wanted to be like Mo.
So that was like the guy that was at the top of the list for you.
For me, yes. Okay.
What did you see in this game? What was kind of
just like everything though? He could dunk, he could dribble, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing he can do.
Yeah, he could do it all.
You know what I mean? And I was just like, damn, like this nigga nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me see what he get today. And it's like he had 35, 29. You know what I mean? 4 at the end of the first half. He had 36. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But like 29, 14, and 11, shit like that. Like, I didn't even know what a triple-double was. I was like, you know, what the fuck is a triple-double? They was like, you know what I mean? When I learned it, like, Mo used to fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Bucky Lee boys too, right?
Huh?
They Bucky Lee boys too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it was a lot. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people I'm forgetting too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, and then even down to, like, when you look at what was going on over Douglas, you know what I mean? Like Gerald, Joey, and Tyler was really the shit, bro. Like a lot of people don't even know that. Like how good Gerald ended up becoming. Right. A lot of niggas forgot Tyler was hands down the best person in the city.
Wasn't he like 29 and a half a game? Almost 30 a game.
It was whatever the fuck he wanted.
It was like 28 and a half a game.
You know what I'm saying?
With all of them.
Like see, he like Mo older than him though. So like you know what I mean. When Mo was there, I felt like Mo was the best nigga in the city. But then when Tyler and them had their run, Tyler was the best person in the city.
I think in the state.
You know
based on a team.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but like in the city, like,
yeah.
I
got you.
Then you got like my 12th grade year, you got Rebo. Rebo was fucking shit up. Rebo was player of the year. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely didn't know that.
Yeah, Rebo was a 2003 player of the year.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at Dunbar, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot. Like, even Itchy.
Yeah.
Itchy was fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
told me that.
Itchy was like, if Rebo didn't get it, Itchy would have got it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Itchy was fucking shit up. Itchy was averaging like 20-something.
Damn.
Yeah, Itchy was fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of niggas that was like, it is a lot of niggas I'm forgetting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the funny thing is, my grandmother, my father's mother, right? She's married to her husband name is George Guest, right? And her name is Jean Guest, but it was a nigga named George Guest. I think he went to Glen Brownie High School or something like that.
Mitch
Guest.
Oh, it's Mitch Guest. Okay, yeah, but that's his like he's related, so it's like we're not blood related, but like, he's related to my grandfather, my step grandfather. But
he was a bucket.
Nigga was
he was fucking shit up. I never seen him play, but I just always see him.
We seen
in
him
the
firsthand.
Always see him in the
man
in the what you call. So it's like
that nigga.
You know what I mean? So
I ain't gonna lie, like to make it plain, it's pretty much like how you play now. Back then, that's how he played.
Paul Frazier.
Oh yeah,
Chester Frazier.
Chester was nice.
Paris.
Yeah, Chester
you know
was
what I mean?
nice.
Lord Regis, it was a lot. Barney at Southwestern. Rocky and Butts at Walbrook.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't know Rocky played with him. I didn't know Rocky.
Did Rocky play with Butts? I think Rocky did.
I didn't, but I'm not saying he did or didn't. I didn't know that.
I just
That's crazy though.
bucket, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
hell
like,
yeah. Still.
It's a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Basically, because he's fucking the league we playing now. He fucking that shit up. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a lot of niggas.
That's
you know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to think. There was a lot of niggas like that, like, you know what I mean, that I seen, like, you know, like Davon Haskins. You know what I'm saying? Ice. How the fuck can I forget Ice? Ice. Like a basket, and he was really dunking on shit like something crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. It's a whole lot of niggas, man.
See, that's why I asked that question, because like if you start to look around and see what's around, all these names that you name, and it's no mistake as to why that group of guys is all really good. Because like you said, when you come out to shoot, everybody around you is really
So
like,
I'm saying,
professional.
Just imagine, like, and a lot of them guys is like Mount Royal guys. So it's just like, so imagine you go into practice. Imagine like, all right, so say my father take me and say, all right, look, boy, we're gonna take you down Mount Royal. And I walk in the gym and you got all these Mount Royal guys there. Everybody on the fucking team is 15, 20-point guys.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
amazing.
like you gotta be able to adjust.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and every time you step, like, that's like when I played in the City County All-Star game, like the defense was different with certain niggas. You know what I mean? Niggas is sitting on crosses, but like out there, every time I cross over, I cross the nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Now niggas is sitting on crosses, bop, you know what I mean? So I cross over, I'm like, oh shit. Oh, he's sitting on the cross. All right, cool. Boom. So now I'm a hesitation. I was doing that back then.
Yeah.
It's just niggas weren't really jumping yet because I wasn't that good of a shooter yet. I could shoot, but not like to the point where we wouldn't respect it that much. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, we had to learn that shit. So then it's like to this day, I don't cross over on Kyle, on Killer. I don't like left to right cross. I don't left to right cross on Rebo. I don't left to right cross on Justin. You know what I'm saying? Never.
You know.
Because they sitting on the cross.
Yeah.
Always.
So it's
like
brand it is.
So if I know that about you, like I remember that shit. I remember that from 2003.
Right.
All-Star game, Rebo sits on the cross. You know what I'm saying? If you right-handed, Rebo sitting on your right hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll just make you go left, and if he can keep up with you, he keep up with you. If he can't, he can't. But he ain't letting you go right, no matter what. And I remember that shit from way back then to, like, even now.
Right.
I'm coming down the court, but I know I'm way quicker than Rebo now, way more in shape. Like, I know I'm better than Rebo now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now, you know what I mean? We 37.
At this point.
He don't care about no whooping no more.
Right,
I still do.
I got you.
But I know for a fact, if I try to go right, he's going to cut me off. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't going for a lot of shit. He's going to just sit there. Nigga, you going left. Don't even dribble. I'm not going for nothing. Just go left. Just go ahead and try. You know what I mean? I already know. So when I come down, that's what I do. I'm just trying to go straight past left. I don't never do no moves on Rebo ever.
The scouting report already programmed.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ever since I met Justin, I know Justin sit on the cross. You know what I'm saying? Draper don't really sit on the cross with the reach, but it's like he slide his feet to the cross. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never cross on him either. Like when I played against him, I don't cross against him.
That makes sense.
You feel me?
Yeah, it's definitely a couple players I don't mess around with that no more. They definitely plucking it every time, and it's every
like
time.
Somebody like Brent. I get the ball, it's a double move and I'm gone. I'm not double moving, coming back, because he just slide his feet, jump this way, and then he like
he might pluck that bitch.
You know what I mean? But I mean, like he'll just end up right there if you do too much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because he don't care about getting dunked on. Like, I was watching, he got dunked on yesterday.
Yeah, he ain't care.
He got dunked on yesterday. The nigga tried to dunk on him again. He blocked it.
He blocked it.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so
it was a clutch block too. Like it was in a run when he made that block.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like
Glass
like
Marcus.
Defenders like that. I mean, you just know that from a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell him, but I know the move that he go for, so I ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah.
I might still gotta face him in a couple more years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
tell him in a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like I don't know, man. You just don't forget that shit, man. It's just, but that's what I'm saying, man. We had a lot of niggas here, man.
No, and that's the thing I like to hear, man.
A lot of niggas here, man.
I like to hear them stories because you lost track of people and start remembering people.
Yeah.
And so you start it's too much talent up here, too much talent. But again, another reason why I asked that, and for that perspective, is because now you've already explained that your man had gotten to your ear, pause, and kind of changed your whole mindset. And 11th grade comes, now you starting to think about college. Are you thinking about college at this point, or are you kind of still
I mean,
going
back
through?
then, you still thinking of like the dream, the blessing of like, man, something gonna happen, something gonna shake. I'm gonna end up in the NBA. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't until you about to graduate high school, and then it's like the reality of how hard it is to get to the NBA at your size. You know what I mean? So then you start thinking, okay, well, overseas could be my gold mine. You know what I'm saying? So all right, boom.